Welcome back to Ancient 2024, everybody. Sorry about the delay. We did some issues with this time, but it's okay. It's solved now, and I'm starting now. We got a pretty good race here today between Serra and Raikou. My name is Irving. We'll be calming. Everyone is having a wonderful Sunday evening. Sound, make sure it's coming through. Okay. Oh, I'm cutting in and out. Sorry. Let me check my settings there. I actually probably just need to sit closer to the mic. Alright, so already a Desert Dunes start. Pretty good opening. Some good banger music as well. It's really loud for me, but that's okay, I'll just endure it. Maybe this song is just loud. Although I think they were working on the mixing. We've got a pretty good outlook tonight. Raikou checking a shop here, looking for some early Monkey Cave items potentially. We do have Serra, so a lot of opportunities here potentially. So both our racers here are in the L3 bracket, which means for the double elimination tournament. They have already lost once, and they are both fighting for their chance to... I'll tear it down, yeah. This one seems loud. Or actually here, what I'll do is turn it down on the VLC so it's not as loud for my eardrums. That's better. So both racers are contending to stay in the tournament at this point, both trying to go for the win, of course. But whoever loses this one will be unfortunately eliminated. Our flag set tonight is going to be No Paula, which is going to be a very interesting flag set, very difficult in some aspects. Paula brings to the table the very coveted shield Sigma on Gygus, which is a very bad thing to not have. You always have to pretty much beef up your kids to an HP value where they can live rockins at that point. So, main obstacle to get over beyond the fact that you have 3 kids, which just puts you at a disadvantage already right out the gate. But that'll be, and also Paula, of course, being a main source of damage in the early game and late game, having access to freeze. No longer in the party, so just now have Pooh with freeze. I did not see what the boss list was, so hopefully Raikou goes down here. I was looking away. There are 9 floors in this ancient cave. For the uninitiated, the goal is to get to the end of floor 9. Gygus is the final boss on 9. Every other boss is a randomly generated boss. Can be a Starman Jr., can be a unassuming local man, anywhere to Carbon Dog or Nessa's Nightmare. Ooh, we do have a Nightmare floor, so not anything too crazy on floor 8, but Nessa's Nightmare is one of the few bosses you really do not want to see. And maybe Raikou already splitting off here as Serra went down to the lower half of Scaraba. There is skip sandwiches here, but we are kind of poor. Just going to go ahead and get a double burger, as at least we have one Monkey Cave item if we do come across that. A burger is one of the good ones to have. That is one of the Monkey Caves that will show up multiple times. Or it's something they ask for in multiple spots, I should say. And we do have a tiny ruby skip. And we actually do have Pooh in this time. So Raikou finding our first skip of the run. So to get to floor 9 and get to Gygus, there you can either go the natural progression by walking every single floor in the cave, beating all the bosses all the way from 1 till 9, or you can do what Raikou just did, which is take a skip, and I need to adjust his question mark. Anytime a story NPC moves out of the way, like Backstage Pass, to pull a theater, or if you use like a pencil eraser, a Monkey Cave, anything like that, you're going to be able to skip up or down in floors, depending on where you are, either 2 to 5 floors. Anywhere from 2 to 5 floors from where you start, either up or down. So the benefit of skipping on floor 1 is that you will always go up, because there's nothing below you. So Raiko did take an unfortunate death, was fighting some cultists, which does land him around the kind of like floor 3 area. In this Magicant zone, does have access to a full heal as well as a save really close to the skip, so kind of a lot of grounds to explore here. We do see some mushrooms over here. Looks like he's trying to despawn some stuff on the top, maybe trying to take some fights as well to get some levels. Probably just straight up to floor 3 if I had to guess. Did Serra like skip? Oh, I just saw Serra fighting Lips and I was like, am I missing something on this flag? Did Serra also find it? Oh, okay. So Serra is at the same, I believe, save that Raiko has for that skip. And there's Dalam here. Unfortunate to see Dalam on this this floor. That means the chests are probably not going to be that good. Go ahead and take some defensive items there. Get some Holmes hat out of it. And a full heal. And a save. The Dalam room's pretty good. Raiko making his way over to the full heal over here, as well as 2 doors out of Magicant. Doesn't really need the full heal right now, it seems. Oh, takes an unfortunate red swirl for Serra. Are the palettes normally all like... These are jazzy. Is this a new addition? Or not to Cave, I know that's that a setting has always been there, but as far as putting it on the tournament seeds. Alright, Serra taking an unfortunate death there. Raiko grabbing a weapon for the woman we don't have. Always love when the Cave does that. Hey, you don't have this kid? Well, here's all their gear in, like, fair order. Alright, we have a King Banana room and a hamburger room, which is good for Serra. She does have a burger, 2 burgers even. Had enough money for it. So 1 burger skip for her, so they're going to be on 2 different... manages to just barely... has the wherewithal to back up and just barely dodge this sentry robot, but does choose to come back in and just take it. Can't quite get through the pixel there, so... Scripted fights are generally okay to take if you have a way to get through them, whether it be freeze or bottle rocket, as we saw Serra throw here. Not enough damage to actually take it down, and when Pooh died, that kind of got rid of our only damage source there. But scripted fights are great because no matter what floor you're on, they always give the same amount of XP as they would in vanilla. So if you encounter them on an early floor, the downside is that they have the same like HP and values as you would when you find them in vanilla. So a sentry robot or a hieroglyph is kind of rough early on for our really low level kids, but if you kill it, you get a big payout. And Serra has a pretty good save close by here as well, so a lot of room to kind of poke around. Just gonna go ahead and not even bother with that sentry robot this time. Hey, it wouldn't be Earthbound without a little bit of graininess, right? Alright, so Serra's gonna be on floor 5, going ahead and taking a Shattered Man sanctuary spot from the back. So Serra arguably, I'm just assuming based off Raiko's enemies that Raiko got to like 3 or 4, but so Serra arguably got the better skip here. Raiko does find a full heal as well as the Dungeon Man skip. So Dungeon Man being one of very, very few skips that betrays the rule of 2 to 5. So it is unlike every other skip in the game. No matter what floor you were on, you will, if you use that key to go inside Dungeon Man, you will just go to wherever Dungeon Man's like first floor is in vanilla. That's why it's kind of like not a normal skip, because if you try to go back through the same door, you'll end up on whatever that door leads to. It won't put you back in the desert. So you could go all the way from 1 to 9. Always fun when that happens. In Raiko's case, it would be 3 to 9, or, 3 to 1. Who knows? but not a terrible... If you have a save or an exit mouse handy, it's not a terrible dip just to kind of peek in and see what the enemies are like. In Raiko's situation, there's a pretty good chance it is a skip up, just if you go by straight ups. Raiko's thinking he's on floor 3 like I am. Oh man, so Serra found the other half of the skip that she went into. So the King Banana also goes to 5. Pretty funny, you don't see that very often. I think the Shattered Man is doable for Serra if Pooh didn't get killed in the first turn. Oh wait, that was the Sentry Robot, so... Well, we are seeing that happen now, so maybe with the Rocket. So we did get 2 freezes off, and with the Rocket, pretty big damage there. Nice levels for... Unfortunately, none for Pooh, but that means, Oh, did she have an NPR? I didn't even see. Yeah, that'll do it. Even though, I think that NPR only did like 300, but I guess, you know, level 1 Jeff speed. Probably not, like, anything to write home about. But Jeffrey getting a few levels here, so maybe if we get some more rockets, that'll help out. All right, we're gonna see what this. We're not gonna know until we see some enemies. But Raikou taking the gamble with the Dungeon Man. That could be a higher level mouse. Same sprite. Looks like it's a different palette than the first one, so it could be the one from... It's looking like it's doing some damage. But no, actually, it looks like they're getting killed pretty easy. Oh, well, they are level 20, but those look like the mice that went down. I don't think they are sewer mice. That's all I'm gonna say. So I want to say he went down, but, you know, hard to know for certain. Oh, the vendor in Scaraba had MBRs. Gotcha. That's kind of a sad thing to see on floor 1, of course, when we're poor. But, you know, it's nice to know that they still exist in this game. Okay, so Serra's either... Okay, I actually don't know where the heck she went, so... But she's on a different floor. And she found a Buka. Buka spotted. Carp. Oh, that's Ness. I thought Carp was the Epic Liz is the name of the Buka. Nice crit for a few more levels for Serra. Yeah. I didn't think it was a high level one after I saw that. So unfortunately not the payout. We did get the alternate. Ooh, Serra on a so Serra must have skipped because Serra got some scary customers here. Raikou potentially either just selling here or maybe for the full heal, but there is NPRs here. Oh, okay, I see. That's the desert vendor. Okay, Serra unfortunately not going to be able to handle the gross looming hall enemies there. Not right now, anyways. But we are back on Dalam, which I believe is floor 1. But Serra, I know it's pretty close to those skips, so she'll be back on 5 into whatever. Oh, this was a death warp? Interesting. Interesting. I wasn't paying attention to her motions before she got into it. Raikou finding a burger skip in Happy Happy. Pretty good chance for this to go up as well, considering Raikou was on floor 3. So there is a... You know, it's the odds game. Dungeon Man didn't pan out, but hey, that one is not a real skip anyway, so... Yeah, burger skips coming in hot today in this cave race. We get a talisman coin, pretty good sign that we are not on floor 1. We see some Milky Well enemies. So probably not as high as Serra was on whatever floor she got to, but maybe around that 5 or 6 level. Oh, was there a manly fish? I saw the ran boob. Is there ran boobs in other places besides, see, this is where my vanilla knowledge is, dipping a bit. Was that a manly fish? You guys are... Because... Are these deep darkness gators? There's no shot. That gator did not die that fast from deep darkness. Unless, did he skip back down? I'm just saying, the floor that he's on right now does not strike me as a floor 7. So unless he, like, skipped back down to wherever he was previously. After... Let's see. Okay, oh, okay, we're on it. Never mind, alright, I eat my words. Alright, I am wrong today. But, this is not gonna go well for Raikou, probably. Well, jeez. What the heck was that gator then? Was that really a deep darkness gator that died in one freeze? Kinda nuts. Alright, well. Raikou getting a ton of levels here. Raikou's kids are not like... I think he has a level 20 kid, so... Seems to be what is helping here. Plus, I think whatever he bought... that vendor. Did he buy the MBR, or is that what he actually, I know he bought something there, I just wasn't watching what... But big numbers for Raikou, and now on floor 8, Raikou should also know that the floor 8 boss is Plague Rat of Doom. Not anything to, not anything to worry that hard about. Coffee is, very lethal, yes. Serra has a pretty close save here. So she definitely has some room to kind of explore. Still have no idea what floor she's on. What are we about to see? Some dite? Oh no, the molecules. This actually could be some decent XP. I believe our poo for Serra still needs some XP as well. Raikou finding a full heal. The Flaming Milky Well. I'll take a Plague Rat over a dog any day. Like, I know that all the bosses are bad in their own way, but it's more like a... You know, I'd rather meet a rat. It's one of those things, like, if I knew the boss list and if I knew dog was at the end of this cave and as opposed to rat, I might reconsider just going through. But that's always interesting to see how the runners choose to route it. Serra back in another nasty pink cloud fight here. True. Oh, and Pooh getting slept. And makes the runaway at 4 HP. Absolute legend. That's right, Porky. You get him. Yeah, Serra also skipped up high, but is having a rough time trying to, like, get the same kind of foothold that... And a nice baddest beam for Raikou. That'll help Jeff do some damage. Already had a Crusher Beam, so that's probably one thing that helped in that Guardian General fight. But a baddest beam's gonna up the damage quite a bit. Raikou's stats looking pretty good here. Who does have... I think I saw Pooh has Prey. So that will be a factor on the final Gygas fight. Serra finding a Pencil Eraser skip. But you do need that item for that. It's a Night Pendant. Serra, good, and an Auto Star Master. Serra just picked up 2 pretty big items for the Gygas fight right there. That's gonna help her quite a bit pull a little bit ahead here if she can get further in the floor. In terms of just straight up gear for Gygas, Raikou, while ahead in floors right now, in theory anyways, hasn't found anything too substantial for Oh yeah, I do forget that the specific Pooh does not get the full heal because he's not technically here. Viper! Oh, we're gonna see Viper stats on Gygus? Big fan, big fan. The gatekeepers over here. Serra potentially trying to see if she can get has Starstorm now, but not enough psychic points for sure, but maybe trying to get some levels for Pooh over here. Not quite, no. Actually, it's turning into an unfortunate... Oh, there we go. You hit the thing enough, and eventually it goes. Raikou picks up a double burger. Nice, nice thing to get from an enemy, you know? Free monkey cave item if you needed it at this point. I mean, Raikou's on floor 8, so not necessarily the best thing for him, but you know. It's cool to know you can get those from enemies. The nice thing about having 3 kids is that the XP gains are quite substantial. This is 8? Oh, okay. Interesting. So she's been on 8 this whole time. So I take back what I said about Raikou being ahead in floors. Serra's got the neutral floor advantage and a bit of gear on it. But, you know, we still have floor 9 ahead of us, and floor 9 is where some of the juicy stuff can really be hidden. Ooh, a DX water vendor. On a seed with Star Master. We do not have it on Raikou, but... Or Starstorm, sorry. But if, I actually think they just high-fived. Yes. So Serra might find the DX water vendor here and might think that's a good idea. Raikou could make his way over to where Rama is, so... We could see Raikou also have access to the Starstorm. And there they are. Not interested. Okay, maybe. Okay, she reneged on that one. She was like, oh, wait. DX water. Okay. Now you're speaking my language. Yeah, that's true. Both are on kind of like this weird middle section. And no, neither of them have actually found the way. One would assume that the way Raikou was coming from, because Raikou Raikou. No, they both skipped. So you know it's up in the air. But I feel like Serra has seen all of what's on this side where Raikou is currently. And that's why she's headed over to this kind of like where Raikou was. Cave do be weird though, so it could put the door, it could be like a weird U-shaped floor where the door is like near the floor 7. Who knows? We will see. It kind of just, at this point, yeah, it is kind of just a race to floor 9. See who can pull ahead first there. I imagine that's where we'll see... Well, in theory, they both get to floor 9 through... Well, sorry, not in theory, unless one of them goes back to 7 and skips up. Both of them are going to get to floor 9 through the rat, so unless floor 9 is very fork-heavy, so to say, we're probably going to see them get the same loot as we see Raikou get the Star Master here. So Raikou may be inclined now to grab those DX waters that he knows about. The roaches are out for Serra today. Does get him down. Unfortunately, not getting any levels on Pooh, which is arguably the person we want them on the most, considering he is our prey machine in this run. With no Paula and Pooh not getting levels, we are probably going to see some grinding from Serra and Raiko on the higher floors. Because ideally, you want Pooh and you want your whole party to be able to live. I don't know what I'm sure someone who regularly runs no Paula or practices no Paula can probably know the exact HP threshold that they like to go for, but you definitely want to be able to live a beta at the very least. And have lots of healing or ways to get psychic points back. Serra taking a scripted hieroglyph here. Maybe trying to keep Pooh alive, hopefully. Fingers crossed, and get some levels on him. Yes, Brain Shock will come in very handy for this, that's for sure. There's gonna be a lot of turns you're gonna hope that Brain Shock comes in and turns on for you. So Serra now back at where Raiko skipped in, so she has burgers, she figures might as well just see what's over here. Maybe I can get maybe there's a faster way to skip up to 9. Although I believe Serra, it does not know what floor she's on. Well, I mean, she probably has a good idea with enemies. So she probably knows it's going down. That's a far, far down. I'm gonna go ahead and check this happy area. Yeah, if anything, that solidifies for her that she is at a low floor. Doing a little stuttering. Raiko finding a nice little brick road on floor 8 here. Nice thing about brick road on a high floor is that all of these enemies that are scripted are still their scripted ones from back when Jeff is a level 1 lad. So they are weak protoplasms. Doesn't look like he's been getting too much crazy loot yet, though. I saw a platinum band and a PSI caramel. I think that was a magic tart. Can't read that fast. Oh, Serra, was it? Wow, how did I miss that? If only I had 4 eyes. Hey, weaken the context when you're not a level 1 Jeff. But I know what you're saying, don't worry. I would never sleep on the proto in a vanilla context. That was 10 minutes ago? Whew! Floor 8 is the biggin' this go around. I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, they are basically on, like, opposite ends of floor 8 now. And they're both just kind of exploring what the other explored. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. So, okay, that's right. I remember now. It's because this was 8 the whole time, and I was like, I don't know what floor she's on. Because now I remember this stuff. A nice phone call. I mean, Raiko, I actually don't know if he's had a save in a while, so he's probably doing that. So both runners pretty much equal on their arms right now. Gonna probably come down to a lot of 4-9 gear that will boost them up to the Gygus killing levels. And some grinding, most likely. At this point, neither runner has found the way off of 8. It's all a matter of who gets there first. Yeah, that was actually kind of crazy, considering what floor she was on. Or like the enemies she was fighting anyways. Okay, Serra now finding probably very, very helpful to have the full heal here. And knowing that it's very close to the skip could be very helpful for her. And she has the MBRs here, so she could pick up a few. Has enough for 2, I think? Yeah. So, you know, that's enough for Rat, honestly, right there. So she just gotta find the thing. Oh, it has some bands to sell, so can get some more for sure. So this could actually be a pretty big play. She has a lot of bands to sell, so I'm gonna be stocking up on some rockets here. Anti-rat technology, exactly. And looks like Raikou found a floor of Mole Cave. Someone tell me whenever a runner starts seeing something that we haven't seen, because I am not a source of merit on that any longer, apparently. Serra logically going to check this Dungeon Man skip, because it could just go to 9, you never know. Perhaps she heard the floor there. Does get a cell phone and more money for MBRs. Hey, I mean... you know? Sometimes it just works. And it looks like Raikou did get a Moonbeam gun for Jeff, which is very nice. Anything that can help your kids kind of increase their value. Jeff is one of those kids that really is kind of the worst for gaining value in terms of... Hey, sometimes I just can't pay attention to what they're doing half the time. As the solo comms. Oh, she never set the mouse? Dang, I just assumed she did. So she's back in floor 1. Oh, man. At least she probably knows the skips, and there's skips off of 1. So she's not completely doomed. But that does suck a little. But yeah, Jeff, one of those kids that kind of intrinsically doesn't, unfortunately, compared to the other kids, because he doesn't have psychic. Oh, he found it! Raikou with the floor 8 discovery, so it was on the side that Serra came from. So Raikou should have, unless Jeff gets like owned here, we'll probably see some HP management. Gets a solidify. Nice and helpful. We'll give some time to heal there. I mean, we got Starstorm, we got Jeff. I don't think we're in danger of losing this one, but saving the psychic points, it looks like. I mean, freeze is also a pretty good strat. I mean, more solidified turns, the better, right? You don't necessarily need to dump your Starstorm if you don't need to. So we will see now that Serra does have technically her skips that she took to floor 8 are on that side. So we will see if she chooses to maybe go back and explore that side. I don't know what actually turned her, because I remember she went over to the Starman base area and played red down for Raikou. Nice. But she didn't like, I guess she didn't go up into the pond cave door. Just where Raikou is right now. Or at least she didn't go far. Okay, well, she just found a... Oh, this must be the one she took. Because I remember this is what I was missing. Was that backstage pass skip right there. And yes, Raikou on 9 immediately gets a C pendant. Very nice for him. Nice pickup. Always love to see pendants. And yes, 3 very nice for 9. Good chests. Decently spaced doors. A lot of areas you can kind of dodge enemies on. Except for that chest. Oh, gets the green swirl, though. Not today. Is this, we are listening to Serra's, so unfortunately I believe this is the 8 music. Ooh, a bag of Dragonite. Raikou suddenly increasing the power level quite a bit here. So yes, unfortunately I don't know what the 9 music is, but I'm sure it will be a banger. Knock on wood. No, you're good. Oh yeah, I bet the digit does look like super, like, condensed. Okay, Raikou finding some bombs on this vendor, actually kind of very good, even if they're not super bombs. Ness being able to toss out bombs is way better than what else he could probably do on Porky, besides paralyzing him, of course. But Raikou choosing to not take that as a strategy, perfectly valid as well. Just making his way around 9, checking all these doors. One has to assume with how big 8 was that maybe 9 will be a little nicer. But I'm sure Raikou's still looking for some gear as well, so I'm sure he wants this floor to go on a bit longer. Serra looks like she's now heading towards where the end of the cave. Oh, I wonder, maybe Serra did know this. Well, I don't know. I feel like if she knew it was over here, she would have gone for it. It's a 6 slug fight. This could be pretty good XP if people actually live. Looks like Ness is probably not going to get it. But if anyone were to get it, hopefully it would be Pooh. So this actually might work out well for Pooh. Did Pooh take Mortal? I thought, no, he did. So maybe we will see a very beefy Jeff out of this. Just in time, gets them all down. They do explode. What was that? Is that... Am I missing something? Did I miss a page? Earth Pendant for Serra. Not as good as a Sea Pendant, but you know, we take them. Earth Pendant plus a Diadem of Kings is effectively a Star Pendant for Pooh. Or not Star, but a Sea Pendant, right? Maybe it is a Star. I don't know. It's good. Okay, Serra now at the floor 8 boss here, so going to potentially find a full heal, knowing that she doesn't want to tussle with whatever it is. I'm assuming she does know what it is because there was the Hitman on floor 1. Going to burn some secret herbs to bring back the kids here. Since she does have a save, going to take the hotel. Raikou fighting some Starmen. The greedy alien, if you will. Nice, Serra gets a lucky spawn there on the ball there to run into the wall. And she's fighting a rat. Checking the stats for what to use on it. We do have a 99% on Brain Shock. Ness goes down. Probably won't be able to get him back in time. Maybe. Oh, just the 1 HP life up from Ness. Just barely made it. Oh, man. Trying again for the paralysis. I actually didn't see what the paralysis was. Brain Shock, an interesting play, meaning Jeff is probably not going to be hitting very much anymore, but I was still going for the... Okay. Maybe just wanted the dead turn for the 1 turn. I don't know what the play was there. If you didn't know, Brain Shock, it does, effectively, it, like, confuses them. But if you hit them with a physical attack, it'll break it out of them. It'll break them out of Brain Shock. She might have just been going for, like, the dead turn right then, though. I don't know. Raikou getting some pudding. It's a nice pudding vendor on floor 9. Oh, this is, you know, this is not a bad floor 9 song, honestly. I mess with this floor 9 song. I mean, who are we kidding? All the Ancient Cave songs are good. So Serra now in the same place checking this vendor, browsing the wares, considering the bombs, but not as well. Gonna go ahead and pass on those. And Raikou finds Onett. It sounds like a remix of the... What? Actually, that's a good question. It sounds like a remix of like the lab from Undertale. I don't know what it's like remixed into though. Yeah, 3 to Onett. Suddenly floor 9 just got a lot hairier with 2 big open floors with lots of doors. And Onett is kind of not as nice to see, has way less items. Maybe not way less, but you know, Diamond Band, okay. Oh, that's right. I did forget. You'll have to forgive me as somebody who played Undertale before he played Earthbound, I know. Riots ensue. Raikou finds himself in another Starman fight here. Potentially trying to hold on to his psychic points for Starstorm. Seems like he has the physical throughput to kind of deal with it. Picking up a fresh egg. I did not know that. Wow. That's crazy. Oh, nice. Little brain food lunch. Pretty good item to have for, just in general. Who is a hungry boy? Nice, as usual. Paula loot on the no Paula seed. Very classic cave. Nice. Haven't heard those door sounds in a while. Raikou taking on a caterpillar. Trying to get some XP here. Raikou's kids are pretty beefy right now. All right, Serra online. Serra just got a big grab right there. We have a Zook on the table. The heaviest of bazookas. Shoots a super bomb every single time Jeff uses it. Definitely pulls Serra ahead in the DPS department. And we know Serra has those MBRs as well. Just got a C pendant. Serra is looking better every day. The thing that sucks is now you have to decide between the MBRs and the usually the MBRs, at least in my experience, my MBRs fail all the time on Porky, but you know, maybe this will be the one time. Not like we have a rabbit's foot or anything to help us here, but it's nice to know that Jeffrey has options here. And we have a bag of Dragonite, so Serra's looking pretty stocked up. Just have to find that guy, you know? But this is, she is treading new ground here that we haven't seen from Raikou, so. Oh, for sure, for sure. If I had a rabbit's foot, I would try one, you know? Just cause, you never know. Who's going to the potty? It's the hippie. The sick hippie, too. Hippie Manippy. And a star pendant. Whew. I think Serra is pretty much ready to go. Just gotta find that guy. So, kind of actually might be a race to Giygas at this point. And there it is. You know, I guess race is over as before it even started. As far as the race to Giygas right there. That's kind of funny that it was the exact next room. Big confuse. That is true, she doesn't have a mouse, but I actually don't know how close she is to a save. She is now realizing she doesn't have the mouse. Checking. Sad times. Yep, oh no, jumped! The diamonds! Not like this! How unfortunate. Went back for the mouse she didn't have and came back to some friends. So far, so good. Bear putting in work here. Okay, nice. Gets away there. Not too much of a net loss there. So we know Raikou has to be... I'm assuming this was off... Did we even see Serra reach Onet? I'm assuming this was off 3'd somewhere. So Raikou is unfortunately fallen into this trap of Onet. Oh no, wait. Raikou's right here. Never mind. It was off Onet. Okay. JK. You know, I don't know things, so just to drive that point home. If it was obvious that I'm not watching the same race as everyone else. Well, alright. I still think Serra's got the damage angle on Raikou, unfortunately. But you know, Giygas is Giygas and anything is possible. The snot-nosed menace. Wow. Kind of rude there, Ancient Cave. And we have a bat. Yep, just going with the Zook. Don't blame you. Get that brain shock up. We still have... Oh yeah, we still have no Paula. That's... Forgot about that. We still have a... As equipped as we are, we have a Giygas with no Paula. Ness hanging on with 1 HP. Does get a reflect. But unfortunately, the thing with the reflect... Or not the reflex, sorry, but does get a brain shock on Giygas. But the unfortunate thing with the brain shock is if he brain shocks himself, he will reflect it onto one person. Gotcha. That's pretty lucky, then. And Raikou right behind, but in a similar position to where Raikou actually might have these. This is actually where it might swap a little. Raikou has the HP and the levels, I believe. I have to see what they're at full between the two, but I know his kids are like in the 40s. Maybe not. Maybe I stand correct, because those are looking like some similar HP values to what Serra has. We might have to see. We might see some grinding from Serra here just to get some levels, but for now, she does have to make a way to get back to Giygas in a repeatable fashion, as she doesn't have her mouse and would potentially like to make sure that if Phase 1 Giygas is just as rude as it was, then she has an easy way to get back. So nice phone right here as well. Potentially she's going to try and find a closer one, gets an ATM. She can maybe find a vendor here on floor 9, get some more. Oh, Raikou also found the Zook. Well, here I stand saying he was behind. I mean, I guess if you walked through that cultist area, yeah, you probably found it. No reason to not grab it. Let's see how his goes. Raikou might just get alpha every turn, and it's manageable. Who knows? And it's going to continue to be. I don't think Gygus is going to go down easy for either runner here, even with all the nice shiny things we have in our inventory. Opening up with a paralysis. Not going to chance the... I wonder if we even have... Oh, no, yeah, we do have Spy. We have no Mirror. Okay, we do get the Brain Shock on Gygus. Raikou did get an Alpha turn 1, so kids are pretty healthy. Looking to keep trying the Paralysis on Porky and just start laying into him. Serra finds checking vendors, maybe for some things to get past Gygus here. Does not work. I can understand why you don't want to stop and waste a turn spying with Jeff. Serra finding a forward to pull, or a backwards to pull with you, just get from where she is on 4-9 here. Porky does not seem that resistant to freeze. Seems like it's slightly resistant. It only did 100. But, you know, we've seen worse, all things considered. We could get some solidifies, which does happen there. 39%. Oh, did he spy? Okay. I missed the spy. I was watching Serra. Classic. You know, classic. Oh, Serra spied. Okay. You're just remembering. I didn't even know who spied. Alright, Serra back for another go. Has a save set up. And didn't really do any grinding, but just gonna kind of pray for a better phase 1. And as Raikou goes into phase 2, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. Phase 1 is the scary one. Raikou has the pendants now to kind of deal with this section. And we have a bag of Dragonite, both runners. Both runners kind of have similar arms going into this now because Raikou did get the Zook. So both of them having Starstorm. Oh, big damage on both of them. Luckily not mortal. It's interesting how it can come down to a phase 1 difference with how the RNG goes in phase 1. Raikou just gets the... I mean, now Serra gets an alpha to open, so that's much better. Trying the MBR. 226, you know, that's better than, I don't know if that's better than the Bazooka, but probably not. Better than that freeze, that's for sure. She's trying it again, just to see if maybe she can get something higher. Jeff going down here. And Ness as well. 125, not as good. Got Brain Shock on Porky as well here. Raikou still going through phase 2. Just keep on Zookin. Zookin and Starstorm, pretty good damage combo. Serra not having as good of a time. Did not get the healing off. Unfortunately, failed the 75%. Very unfortunate. That actually really sucks. And Raikou into phase 3. Getting nice spreads on the Thunder, so easy enough to heal those back up. We'll see if Raikou decides to stop praying for a turn to drop the Brain Shock, as Pooh is the prayer, so see what his thoughts are on that. It is generally a safe idea. Going for it. Serra having to roll up Pooh's HP here to try and give him a fighting chance in this fight. As she tries to desperately just survive the onslaught that Porky's putting out right here. 415 damage there. Going for the auto heal to try and come back, but it's not enough. Gygus outspeeds. Unfortunate. She doesn't have an exit mouse, as far as I know, unless she grabbed one from a spot that I didn't see. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I see. You're explaining that's why. Sorry, I read the first comment in chat, and then that's all I run with. Yes, that was an unfortunate timing for that. Raikou in very good straits right now. Very high HP on all kids, including Pooh. Just keeping the life ups out. Ness has plenty of psychic points. Serra going back for another attempt here. Trying to... She knows that she's probably in the... If this cave was as fast as it was for her, then she probably has to assume Raikou's in a similar spot. And is he ever? Looks like Jeff will go down here, that's fine. He took both lightnings or thunders there, I'm pretty sure. Alright, heading into the home stretch for Raikou. A few prays left. Serra having to go through this painful phase 1 again without Paula. That shield Sigma, you never really realize how much you need it till it's not here. And Raikou going into the last prayer here. Just doesn't need to get solidified chained to death. And there it is. GG Raikou will be continuing on in the Ancient Cave tournament. Absolute congratulations. Both runners did, like, I mean, this was close. Both of them were on Gygus. Both of them had pretty much a very equal chance of getting this guy down. It all kind of came down to that phase 1. Raikou kind of had the easier phase 1. Serra, a few mishaps with the exit mouse, didn't get the advantage of having the exit mouse play for Gygus. But Raikou coming in with the first try, Gygus gets it down. Very impressive, of course. And just a wonderful cave showing from both racers. And Serra finally through to phase 2. Hate. Yeah, we hate you too, Porky. But unfortunately, Jeff will go down here. We should have some healing. Hot Springs rock. I didn't see him say that on See if we do have the healing, so that's always an option. We'll see what she chooses to do here. Yeah, Viper plays are good. I'm a big fan of using that Viper on Gygus, which is what she did. Yes, Raikou, if you're listening to the chat, you can hop into... Oh, that's because I'm not in commentary. That's fair. Here. I just hopped into commentary. I can pull you in. Hopefully I have my Discord set up through OBS. I don't know if he's listening, but I will type in I will... Oh no, he pinged me on Discord. That's what it was. That's what it was. Hello, hello. Maybe. I will say that you and Sarah are pretty much at equal. I mean, she has some MBRs, sure, but you guys pretty much have the same Zook, the same pendants, pretty much all that nonsense. Hello, Sarah. Welcome. We get some mid-Gygus commentary now. Yeah, that
Hello.
that floor 8 was a bit long.
I got so badly lost this whole thing. Like, I had no idea where I was.
Hang on.
I thought I
See.
I thought I had to
Do you think
skip down at some point because
yeah,
like, I kept seeing really low enemies, so I thought it couldn't be that high, but it was floor 8.
1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. I need to make sure that you guys can be heard, so I am sorry. I believe if I do this... And now you guys can talk and everyone can hear you.
Okay, so
so starting from the beginning.
Yeah. So I felt I got extremely lucky towards the Gygus fight because I was not ready for him, but I felt I just had to go.
Yeah, same.
That's I kind of got that vibe from both of y'all. You just yeah, Sarah, unfortunately you did have that mouse play earlier that if there was ever a time to have that mouse, it was right then.
Yeah, I moused back to the beginning of the seed because I just had no idea where I was, but I knew how to get back to at least floor 5, I think it was.
Yeah.
But it was actually 8.
Yeah, that's what I actually did not know what you were on for the longest time, and then when Raikou got there, everyone was like, "Oh, that's 8 because we've already seen all these rooms from when Sarah walked through."
Yeah.
It was kind of.
I actually went back.
No clue.
I went back to the shining spot, like the previous floor shining spot, to verify what floor I was on, because I was thinking that the skip took me to maybe like 6 because I was finding grapefruit balls enemies.
Right?
That's where those
it
usually
fooled me too. I was saying the same thing. I was like, no, chat. Everyone in chat was like, nah, those are deep darkness enemies. You're crazy. And I was like, no, you guys are crazy. And then you found the shattered man, and I was like, oh, never mind. Or
and
Guardian
fighting
General.
that shattered man for experience was really nice. Did you do that too?
I think I came there from the other direction. Or no.
You guys
no,
got
yeah,
to the
Shattered
same
Man
floors?
was floor 4 boss, right? Yeah. Yeah, I thought
different ways.
The Auto Star Master was really helpful too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sarah did get that. Yeah, that you guys pretty much had equal in terms. You both had the Zook, you both had the Star Master, you both had all the pendants. I mean, you pretty much took the same. You didn't take the same skip up to 8, funnily enough, but both beat the rat. That was the longest part, finding the rat for both of you guys.
It was that the floor 8 was awful, and then it was like what was it? Central Onet, Threed, and Dalam on 9 was miserable. I was afraid I was going to get lost in Threed for a long time.
I honestly thought, Sarah, that you had a really good. I mean, you did find Gygus first, but it just came down to kind of the first phase Gygus being very unlucky for you, and you know when you don't have Paula, you get baited first turn. It's very bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I got baited at all.
You did not.
Oh,
you got Alpha.
That would do it.
I think it. Funnily enough, I think I did say that when you were going into it. I was like, we could see Raikou just get Alpha all the way through, and so you're welcome, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And the paralysis was 10% as well, so it took me a while to get.
I actually, after 2 attempts, I stopped.
I thought about that, but then I just went back to just try for the 10% because I was pretty sure if I hit it, I can win.
Get through phase 1, yeah, and that's kind of what it ended up being, was if you get through phase 1, as you see. Congratulations, Sarah.
If I had, because of the whole Paula thing, if I had, because of Paula missing, if I had Brain Shock Omega, I would have used it.
Oh yeah, that would have been nice.
To get them both at the same time, yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Because in that fight with no Paula, turn economy is really, really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the sooner you get brain shock on them, or the sooner you lock them down and get through that first phase for that one. But it did ultimately come down to, it was just like, hey, guy gets through the beta here, and then the alpha over here.
That's
first phase guy gets things just like that.
Yeah.
Those are exciting though when it comes down to that. So who do I have?
Yeah.
Very close race and extremely good showing from both of you. Congratulations, Raiko. You will be going on, and thank you, Serra, for as always great races up until this point.
Oh, lovely. 3 tournament champions in a row now.
Well, I mean, you're nearing the end of the tournament there, Raiko. What do you expect? Now it's
I had to take down Ori last round. I had to take down Serra this round, and now Temple.
It is quite the investment now. So, but thank you guys and congratulations. I'll go ahead and take it away from us there. Thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. I believe we have no races scheduled for this current time until I think now was the race we were waiting on, I'm assuming. And then we'll schedule more. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, I guess I should find someone to raid.
And Serra, thank you for being...
Or yeah, go ahead.
Serra, thank you for being flexible, because it's really difficult to schedule with me because I work second shift rotating weekends.
Oh yeah, that's fine. This is fine for me.
All right. I am actually exhausted because I have been up since like 7 a.m.
That's rough. And you came back and did a late night cave run on top of it, so props.
All right. Have a good one.
GG's everyone, and see y'all next time.